Hi guys, how you doing today? My name's Ted Thompson. I'm Mary's boyfriend, as she says, and I'm just here to comment and touch on her video that she made about paranormal. What she is speaking is correct. What she has spoke about me is correct. But this has been going. This has been going on just since we've been together. I personally have been seeing, I guess, the spirits, whatever you want to call them, good, bad, the good, bad, and the ugly. They come to me. The Ouija board, no incantations. Unless I really want to call somebody specific, then I would, but not by my will. I've had angels visibly pop up in my damn house. Nobody around. I don't mean like here this is an orb or you just see a little glistening of a wing or something. No, a full blown apparition. And the motherfucker, I shit you not, he stood about 7.5 foot tall, probably about a wingspan of about 15 feet, because his wings expanded all up into my room, across the whole living room, and he was all gold. Weirdest shit I've ever seen, but he was all gold. That was before we met. Before I even met Mary. I was married, and we had a little girl. Some say foresight is something. I had foresight since I was a child that I was going to have a little girl, and I knew what her name was. That's all I knew. When the day came, it happened. So even during that, all that, with that during that relationship, a lot of that stuff was going on. I mean, full blown stuff that would make anybody run for the hills. One time, I remember I got off of work one morning, worked the night shift at the supermarket. Got home, the missus was still sleeping in bed, and I decided to sit down and play my game. So I'm gonna let y'all know, besides me just playing my game, I got home and I smoked me some weed. Okay? I'm just telling you, not to just say that, oh, it's the weed fucking with them, because I tried that. And I used logic before I consider something paranormal or unknown. So here it is. So I'm playing my game, I smoked on my weed, and I'm playing the game. Now I haven't turned the bedroom light on, because it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I still would like my missus to sleep for a couple hours. But we know when your TV's on in a dark room, it puts the shadow of the TV on the wall. Not a problem. Very normal. Very, very normal. And then probably about half hour, 45 minutes into my session, the top right-hand corner of the shadow of the television started to have a bellow, like a pot belly effect to it. So, of course, just like y'all, my first thought was, damn, I'm tired as shit. I'm high as balls. I'm just tired. I'll drink something, grab a little something to eat, rub my eyes, wait, try to get that last couple minutes of wake up time. But after that, it didn't go away. It didn't even stay the same size. It elongated itself, stretching. Now, it just didn't stretch for a set amount of distance and stop. It literally stretched all the way across the room and hovered over my wife at the time. Literally hovered over top of her without breaking the plane. Without breaking that shadow plane which it originated from. I'm sitting there in a chair, petrified, stoned, scared. Not stoned high, stoned, scared. Can't move. And all of a sudden, I felt something rush into my face. The only reason why I believe that there's something there, because even if you walk past somebody, or somebody walks past you or runs, you feel the force of the air from them past you. Or if somebody runs in your face, you know that you feel that force of air from them. That's what I felt, but nobody was there, except the only other person that was there was knocked out cold asleep. So I took this bare fist, didn't care if nothing was there or not, and I just said, fuck it. all or nothing, and I swung. If I hit something, I hit something. I didn't, I didn't. But that little gesture caused whatever it was to back up and turn and head out the door. Now, I can do this. Turn the camera. I can just do that, extend my arm and open the door. That's how close I was sitting to the door. Pan camera back. So what happened was I literally heard the door go, the doorknob go down, hear the lock click in, I hear the door creak open, but none of these three actions happen. The handle doesn't move. So in turn, first one, the handle doesn't move, the lock mechanism doesn't catch or come in. So that doesn't move. Number 3, I hear the door open, but the door doesn't open. I'm sitting right next to it and could open it. It doesn't open. And then all of a sudden you hear everything go back in reverse. The door shuts, the latch goes in, and the handle's released. Still no movement of the physical item. I'm sorry, physical items. And all of a sudden I hear that magical, like somebody's not walking but trotting overhead. There's nobody there, just me and her. I investigate. My black side tells me, keep your dumb ass out there, don't bother in shit you don't belong in. My white side says, this is my home, I gotta see what's going on. So either way, we have central air in the house, an old security system that doesn't work, but still has electrical power to it, but no service. So all the sensors and everything, the lights on the sensors on the doors and windows do actually still work because they have power to them. House has got central air. So either way, I'm standing in the living room, and I'm waiting for something else to happen. And I hear a rustle of a plastic bag. There's no animals, and there's only 2 people in the house. I already stated this. So I continue to go up and investigate. I go into that bedroom, that master bedroom, and the sensor on that window was very different than the rest of the ones that are around the house. It was about 3 inches long, it had 3 LED lights and a little bit longer speaker. But before I actually walked up into that room, I kept hearing like there's some type of interference or something going on. So at this point I go in. I'm standing there and the lights are going bananas, and I pulled a Ghost Adventurers. I said, if you're really a spirit or an entity or a god or whatever, can you give me one solid light beat for yes, no matter what color, because there's 3 colors, red, green, and amber. I didn't care which one it was, but one solid light beat for yes, 2 for no. Simple beat for yes, beat for no. And as soon as I said, do you understand what I'm saying? One solid light green beep. The light flickers, it beeps, and then it goes away. Several questions ensue. There's a lot of different things. She was upset about, I believe that was her my wife at the time's grandmother. And originally she was upset about the house because they were selling the house. And apparently there was something with me. We couldn't even get into the really details of that. So either way, the central air is blowing, and this thing decides to touch me on my shoulder. Now, the air vent's right underneath that window where I'm communicating with this thing. It's the central air unit, not a window unit. So it's trying to use the camouflage of the AC to try to do stuff to me. Not to hurt me, but just to try to, touch me and stuff. Let me know that it's there. It's not the first time. That's not the first time something like that happened in that house. Another time, everybody's out except for just me and the dogs at the house. Same house. Same chair, same room, same video game. Same bong, same weed, same difference. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting in the chair. I kicked it up because there was a recliner, feet all up. All of a sudden, I feel something rub my left foot. First off, I'm like, this is weird as shit, but keep going. You ain't hurting me, you're only helping me. Let's go for it. And I just asked for the sake of the hell of it, and for science, if you really are a spirit giving me a foot rub, can you rub the other one at the same time too? I felt an arc of electricity go from my left big toe to my right big toe, and they actually